This is a follow on from the last video that I've just put, or that I will have just posted. This is giant hook silverbeet. I've been harvesting this for approximately maybe 2 months, and I know it seems very small, but it's actually doing quite well. I only take out the bigger of the leaves and sell it in bunches, small bunches, for a couple of dollars each, which you can't get natural or fully organic silverbeet in a store like this. This is directly from the garden. I pick and sell same day. This is my spinach crop that I'm doing the same process as with the char and the silverbeet that I just showed you. The char is obviously up in front of it here. As you can see, there's some leaves that aren't quite doing as well as others. None of this gets wasted. This all goes into either my chooks or into empty garden beds or in my compost pile, which I have a couple of compost piles purposely for this reason, because I do end up with a fair bit of waste, but it's not considered waste, or I don't consider it waste, because it's being utilised in other aspects of my gardening, in either feeding my worms to create compost to grow vegetables, or feeding my chooks, which in turn give me chook poo, and that all gets dug into my gardens and my garden beds and my pots and my planters and my bathtubs and all that other stuff. So nothing gets wasted, it all gets utilised as best I can. And I pick this on a regular basis, maybe once a week. I pick 2 or 3 bags out of here. When I say bags, they're probably A3 size bags, big sandwich bags, and it's good for me. It's good for my customers or my local people that I grow my vegetables for. Just a quick little side note, as you can see in this potato plant here, if you look very closely, which I'll show you a very close up of it, these are just a random tomato that have popped up. Now these won't go to waste. These will actually be dug out, and I will plant them in gardens or around the edges of my fence line and let them grow along the fence as a volunteer crop, or as a side crop that I give a lot of it away and to some older ladies that I have around the region, and they make me chutney, which I enjoy chutney, and I've started doing that process as well. I've actually started making my own chutney. Continuing on with my small spaces that I utilise as best as possible and as much as possible. These are spring onions. These are approximately 2 months old, or maybe 6 to 7 weeks old, and as you can see, they're probably 2 feet. At some points they're at nearly 2 feet high. These are just about ready to be picked, and then if you move directly next to them, you'll see I have another one that's very, very similar in size, and this has got beetroot in it. Now this was just a cover crop. I had extra beetroot, so I planted it in this tub, in this half 44, sorry, not tub, and just to use up the last of the seedlings. So that's probably why they're planted a little bit close. And if you look very closely, which I picked a couple yesterday, but if you look very closely, you can see that they're not very big. They're probably only a little bit bigger than a golf ball, but I enjoy eating baby beetroot, so I pick them at around about that size, because I enjoy the fresh young taste, and they grow reasonably quick. Same sort of period, about 8 weeks, I can have edible vegetables, and I enjoy roasting them with a bit of garlic, which I also grow, but at this stage I don't have any in, but I will be putting more in. This is a little bit more of a carry on from the previous video that I will upload, or that I have uploaded. This is what I talk when I say double cropping, or double crops, which means this is a cos lettuce that's only maybe 2 weeks old. That's a beetroot in between. I enjoy the yellow heritage variety of beetroot. They give me a more, they grow quicker, or for me they grow quicker, and I enjoy the flavour of them and the taste of them and the look of them. They don't seem to stain my teeth or my fingers, and they don't wreck my pots and stuff like that, or my pans. As you can see, I'm utilising a sprinkler on, this is a piece of fiberglass rod from a flag, so I utilise as much as I can. These come from my work. They're just offcuts of flagpoles for the mines, so I get probably 20 or 30 every month or so. I have a very large collection of pots, which you may see in amongst the videos and stuff like that. So I try and grow things in my pots as well, which is what the potatoes are in. I currently have some silver beet in some very large pots. Now these pots here are about $11 from Bunnings. They're, you know, half a metre by 400 or 390. I know this silver beet looks probably a little bit short and a bit stunted, but it's actually not. It's only younger, and as I said, I enjoy eating young vegetables. And if you look at this one directly behind here, you can see I've already harvested a couple off of it, and that one there is probably cut a bit high, but it will also continue to grow. Sorry about the leaf in the video. And you can see that it's probably about as thick as my thumb, or as wide as my thumb, and that's actually quite crisp, and even though it's waste. And then you can see directly beside it, this is what I usually do. So this is all waste product. You can see lettuce and tomatoes and beetroot tops, and you know, this celery and spring onions and stuff like that. It's all sort of waste product that I haven't buried yet, but that'll cover the bottom of this garden bed, which is reasonably large for what I'm utilising it for anyway. And this will probably turn into maybe some more lettuce or some more beetroot, or even some more char or silver beet for a next crop, a continued crop.